It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. You're gonna wanna quit. I felt like quitting this morning. But then you get these winds that come out of nowhere. These little tiny winds that break through the surface when it's raining. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to go to. You don't know who to call. And it's just you. And today, we got that win. Today, we got that win. So you remember, I told you, let me stop. How y'all doing? Welcome to episode 4, we got the appraisal. I was nervous last vlog. I didn't know what the appraisal would look like. I didn't know how it was gonna come about. But we got the appraisal, and it appraised for $850,000. That brought what I needed to take to closing. You remember that 137,000 to 80. 80 is an easy ask. You can get 80 with your eyes closed. Now, I'm not saying that, going back to the other vlog again, I talked about networking, connecting with different people. I talked about that. This is where those connections come through for today. The things you don't need money for when those opportunities come that you do need money, because money's speed, you pick this guy up and you go get what you need. Everybody that watches this channel, I appreciate you. You know, this is hard. You gotta be vulnerable. I've never in my life had to exhaust so much money into one project. I've never felt the pressure. I've never been in these kind of circumstances before that leads me to be stressed a ton. See that? I'm 31. I'm 31. It changes your life, and all you need is one. All you need is one. One. You need one breakthrough, and it changes the game. That makes me have a resume. People know my name. People see my face. People see I'm resilient. Now it snowballs. So if you're watching this, and I know the feeling, you want to quit. You done. Tired. You over it. Yeah, I am too. Keep going. It says don't fold. You can't, because everything you want is on the other end of how you feel. It's time. Let's go build a house. What's good? What's good? So we're back out here. I'm looking for some more land. This is actually a 4-acre parcel. The thing about this whole construction game is you got to keep moving. You got to play chess. You got to be like 16 steps ahead, because if you're not, somebody's making that move. We got a 4-acre lot right here. Beautiful mountain views. We could put 4 houses on here. Remember I told you, you want flat land. You don't want rocky, all that. You want flat land, water, utilities, and you're good to go. But it's just so pretty out here, man. I see survey stakes kind of out in the distance that I can see where they chop this thing up, but you can literally just, you can make it happen out here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's untouched. Buckling down on the last little bit of financing now. I think we got a meeting Thursday. So on that meeting Thursday, we'll finalize everything else, and then we're going crazy on the other crib. So this is what it looks like, man. You got to constantly be at it. You got to constantly be working. This is a blessing. It's so cool out here. It's so awesome. So I'm actually going to drive. I'm going to go see if I can find some power source somewhere. See if it's somewhere out here, and I'll find it. I told y'all I wouldn't take y'all in the car, but we going in the car. So come on, let's go ahead in the wind, and let's go find a little power we got. We got to see if we can find, we don't want to trespass on anybody's land or anything, but it looks like there's another house this way. And see if we could find, I think that just brings us back that way, some more acres. So I don't see any power. There's power lines on through here, so it can't be far away. This is what it looks like. The boring stuff is what will get you there. The boring stuff is what gets you there. You got to do the drive arounds. You got to look at the lots. You got to see if anything is kind of grabbing your spirit. I would live here. That's an important question to ask. What we take pride in, at least for my company, is we want to build dream homes. We want to build the house that you've been looking at on Instagram, that house that you saw on that TV show. HGTV, she said she sharpened color pencils, but her budget was $5 million. We want to create that. And in that, you have to find the areas, and you got to find the areas at a price point that makes sense. These rural areas, you know, kind of out of the city, those are really where you're going to get the best bang for your buck, because you just have peace and quiet. You have land, you have beautiful views. Like I said, these mountains behind us are amazing, and they're actually on both sides. I might go check on, I'm kind of close to the other lot, so I might go check on that, see what that looks like since we're over here. Man, get back and get some editing done.
Or adjacent lots.
Do you know if they're willing to be creative on the lots, or is it just cash offers, or how they want to go about it?
As far as I know, it's cash offers. Essentially just business partners.
Right.
I always make some calls and see. Are you thinking as far as like owner financing type deal?
Yeah, it would be an owner financing. Obviously, we'd give them some capital up front to hold it, some hard money, so they know that we were serious. We could, tie up something creative that worked in everybody's favor. If it made sense for everybody, we could make that happen.
Are you thinking you want all the lots, all 4 of them?
And I noticed there wasn't a well,
gotcha.
So that may be a hiccup on our end, because I'm not sure if we want to dig a well for just 4 acres. But if it made sense, it would definitely be something we would entertain.
Okay.
And like I said, if it makes sense and the owner's willing to work with us, we're willing to work with you guys, and we can make it happen.
Just out of a quick ballpark with the hard money / down payment, or whatever you want to call it, were you thinking like 5%, 10%, something like that, or do you have any ballpark idea?
No, in the 5 to 10% range.
We can see if we can make something work for everyone.
Absolutely. Do you personally have any other land deals, or is these the only ones that are in your pipeline? I just called just to see if we can leverage it, to be honest with you. That project wouldn't be for another 6-7 months, but it's good to know, if we can make those connections now, maybe that's something that we won't have to worry about on the back end. Digging a well is expensive, but again, sometimes if the money makes sense, you just put that money in, dig the well, and do what you got to do. It's another way that I like to get my reps up. I just like to call and talk, like to call and just see, if I say this, what will they say back? If I come with this, what will they say back? Because this is what a lot of people don't tell you. People can hear nervousness. People can hear, lack of confidence. People can hear, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I'm guilty of it. I've definitely been overly excited, called, and had to call my mentor to help me out because I came overzealous to the deal. Because I'm excited, and you don't know what you don't know. And these classes that you can take on the internet won't necessarily tell you that, hey, sometimes you need to get your reps up. Even if you don't do anything with the deal, there's nothing that's gonna hurt anybody for you to call and propose something, pitch something, like, whether it goes somewhere or not. The worst they can say is no. That's another way I just like to shoot practice. So for you guys that want to hop into this, and you guys that want to do development, got to get your reps up. I mean, obviously educate yourself so you don't sound like an idiot on the phone and you know what you're looking for and what you're trying to say. But don't be scared to get on that phone, man. Don't be scared to get on that phone and talk to these agents or talk to these off-market deals or these investors, because the best way you can do is you got to be confident. You have to be confident. Back at the house, wrapping up last minute stuff. Obviously, I got to go on my little daily rant. I just want anybody that's watching this right now to please resonate with what I'm about to tell you. When you jump into a new adventure, there's going to be moments where everything around you is closing. You're going to feel like friends don't support you. You're going to feel like family members don't support you. And you need to understand that they're not supposed to. The work comes before the belief. And you're going to be like, oh, but I'm doing what this person's doing and I'm doing that and I have this experience. This past year that I've been trying to jump into development, I've been amazed at how people look at me as I'm almost delusional. And they should, because you're only delusional until it works. Because when you start winning, the tides change. When you start winning, and when you said 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 months ago, that what you knew was going to happen starts to happen, now what you say is valid. Because even if you flip it and you try to see their perspective of it, your friend comes to you with an idea like, hey man, I got this crazy new idea. It's going to go crazy. It's going to go viral. And they've been saying it, and they say it every single day. And nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. You'll even start to say like, nah, I don't know, bro. Because if you don't have that mentality that this is going to work no matter what, of course they're not going to believe you, man. Because they don't see it. We live in a society where people base stuff off of works. People base stuff off of like, let me see what you've done. Let me see it. Not off of ideas. And that's why so many ideas die. It's because that lack of support. Sometimes support is a lifeline. But you'll realize that God don't leave you by yourself. You'll have somebody somewhere, whether it's your mom, whether it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, husband, wife, sister, brother, best friend, whatever, that'll be like, nah, bro, I don't doubt you, bro. I'm with you. And you'll know that by their actions, not by what they say. One of my really close friends invested in that Whitman house. He's a Green Beret. We've talked way before he joined the military. You know, I was coming out the military, telling him that he should join the military. He invested, and him and his wife believe. That's all you need, though. Don't get discouraged. Don't get, you know, down on yourself. Don't think like, man, this ain't moving, this ain't shaking. All you need is one person, and they're there, and they'll pop up when you need them the most. That's how God works. They'll be like, nah, bro, I believe in you. I never doubted you. I'm gonna end it on that note. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments, man. If this video helped you in any way, if you got some insight, if you learned something, please let me know. Like I said in the comments below, share it if you found some value. Like it if you found some value. Hit the post notifications so you see when I upload. Love y'all. Don't fold.